So we're looking at 7.5 activity and half-life. Nuclei decay from being radioactive to become stable. That means they go from being unstable to being stable. So from radioactive where they are unstable to decayed when they will be stable. And I can define activity as the number of decays per second. And it's going to be measuring BQ as becquerel. I'm just going to highlight this definition. If there is an activity of 20 becquerels, that means the activity is low. It's happening slowly. If the activity is 80 becquerels, that means the activity is high. It's happening quickly. This activity is measured with the Geiger counter and pretty much answers the question, the activity answers the question, how much as a number, how many nuclei decay every single second. I'm going to show you this through a table and through a graph. So we're going to have the table here and we're going to have the graph here. Now I'm going to get 4 hours as my amount of time, and I'm going to go in increments of 1 hour. So in the first hour I'm starting with 1000 nuclei, and this will have an activity of 100 becquerels. That means after 1 hour out of 1000 then we only have 900 nuclei left because 100 were decayed. The second hour, because I have less nuclei to work with, I only have 900 to work with, the decay will drop a little bit. So the activity will be, instead of being 100, will be only 90. So that means I'm going to go down from 900 to 810 and the unstable nuclei left. Now, the next bit, I have to go down from 810, so I have less nuclei to work with. That means my activity is going to also drop. It's only going to be 81 at this moment. So I'm going down from 810 to 729. And the next bit is going to be, I have 729 nuclei available, and obviously my activity is going to drop one more time. It's going to go down to 73. What does this mean? This means that the higher activity will be when the more atoms or nuclei to work with. So when I had 1000 nuclei to work with, like at the beginning, my activity was 100. So my activity was high when I have a lot of nuclei to work with, and the lower activity when I have less nuclei to work with. When I only had 729 nuclei to work with, my activity was also less, was only 73 becquerels. Now if I have a graph of activity versus time, I'm going to have an exponential curve dropping, showing that the activity drops as the time is increasing. So as I'm going from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, my activity is going down from 100, 90, 81, 73, and it's going to drop. Well, that's